Okay, so now class, we come to the third part of the video, and as I said in the second part of the video, in the next video, which is this video, we are going to find the eigenvectors, where this eigenvectors is actually, to find the eigenvectors is actually the second learning outcome for today's class. Okay, for today's asynchronous class lah. So I assume by now all of you know already how to find the eigenvalues lambda, right? From okay, so in this example 3 is actually continuation from example 2. In example 2, we have found the eigenvalues for these two matrices. This matrix A for part A, matrix A for part B here, right? So we just use the answer. We need the eigenvalues in order to find the eigenvectors. Okay, so the eigenvalue, if you check back your solution, is equals to -1 and -2 for this matrix A. Okay, so we gonna use this. So meaning to say now, kalaulah jawapan awak dalam you got the wrong answer for your eigenvalues, so obviously later your eigenvectors pun akan salah. Ni yang saya kata, subjek ni dia memang berkait. Alright. So, okay, remember we come to this eigenvalues problem from this condition, right? Ax equals to lambda x. Alright, so and then kita make it everything equals to 0. We have this. Okay, by now semua orang sepatutnya dah faham lah, because I have explained to you this one before. And from here also we have A minus lambda identity matrix. We factor everything, x out equals to 0 kan. Alright, so now class, okay, saya nak tukar colour jap. Okay, so now A kita memang dah ada. This is our A. Alright. And lambda, we know already our lambda value here, where we have two values of lambda. So maksudnya kat sini kita akan consider case by case. First case is when lambda equals to -1. Okay. And I ni apa? I ni adalah identity matrix kan. Okay. For this case, since A is 2 times 2 matrix, then our identity matrix is 1 0 0 1. Right. Okay, and our x, yang ni lah yang kita nak cari sekarang. Okay, where this x is our eigenvector. This is a question mark now. We want to find this eigenvector based on the value for based on the value that we have found for the of the eigenvalue ni lah. Okay, let's say now we consider lambda equals to -1. If lambda is equals to -1, so maknanya kita consider this equation. Okay, we have A, okay, we have a matrix A. Our matrix A is 2, -12, 1, -5, minus with our lambda kat sini adalah lambda times dengan identity matrix. Okay, listen. Lambda times with identity matrix. This is identity matrix. And multiply dengan lambda. Lambda saya kata kita consider -1 kat sini. Maknanya darab dengan -1 kat sini. Macam tu. Tengok kat sini dulu. So maknanya kat sini lambda darab dengan identity matrix will give us apa? -1 darab dengan 1, you will get -1. -1 darab dengan kosong, ni dapat kosong. -1 darab dengan kosong kat bawah ni dapat kosong. -1 darab dengan 1 dapat -1. Alright, so yang ni maknanya you ada -1, kosong, kosong, -1. Okay. Okay, nampak tak ni? Yang ni adalah A, yang ni adalah lambda I. And then tukar in sikit. Okay, this is everything kat dalam ni. You have to solve this first. Okay, A minus lambda I times with matrix X. Matrix X kat sini, we consider this as 2 times 1 matrix. Okay, 2 times 1 matrix, which is x1, x2. x1, x2. equals to 0. Macam ni lah, equals to 0, 0. Kita nak cari what is the element for each of the matrix here lah. X1 apa, X2 apa. Okay, so now can we solve this? A minus lambda I kita ada ni, maknanya yang ni adalah 2 tolak negatif 1 kan. Okay, saya tulis kat sini dah tak ada space dah kat sini. Okay, 2 tolak negatif 1, then you will get here 3, betul? 2 tolak negatif 1, you dapat 3. And then negatif 12 tolak kosong. Okay, negatif 12 tolak kosong, you will get negatif 12. Make sure semua orang tahu macam mana nak tolak two matrices together. Yang ni tolak dengan yang ni tolak dengan yang ni kan. 1 tolak kosong, negatif 5 tolak negatif 1. Okay, and then 1 tolak kosong is 1. And then negatif 5 tolak 1. Jadi tambahlah, negatif 5 tambah 1 is negatif 4. Okay, and then here we have x1, x2 equals to 0, 0. Faham up to this step? Okay, up to this step everybody boleh faham harapnya. So daripada sini kita macam mana we are able to multiply this together. This is the next step. Kita darab. So macam mana nak darab? This is 2 times 2 matrix. This is 2 times 1 matrix kan. So kita darab. Bila kita darab, kita akan dapat 3x1 minus 12x2 sama dengan the first row kosong. And then the second row 1 darab dengan x1. x1 minus 4x2 equals to 0. So dengan adanya macam ni, kita bolehlah solve we can solve the simultaneous equation kat sini untuk dapatkan apa value of x1 and x2. Okay, listen carefully. Saya nak tunjuk cara yang senang untuk you cari the value of x1 and x2. Okay, x1 and x2 ni, it can be any numbers as long as it satisfy this equation. Okay, as long as it satisfy this equation. Okay, so untuk solve yang ni, kalau you tengok kan, yang atas ni, kalau the first equation ni, yang kat atas ni, 3x1 minus 12x2 equals to 0. So you can take out 3 so that you will get 3x1 minus 4x2 equals to 0. So by right, equation 1 and equation 2 tu, dia akan jadi sama kan. So you just base on the only one equation to find out what is the value of x1 and x2. So this is a tricky part. Okay, so hopefully all of you listen carefully. Okay, so for this case, untuk you find what is the corresponding value of x1, the vector x, the value for the vector x1 and x2 is, tengok equation ni, x1 minus 4x2 is equals to 0. Alright, so what you can do now is let x1 equals to any number. Okay, you just let x1 equals to any number. So untuk soalan ni kan, sebenarnya it can be any number. So selalu student kalau diorang I should expect variety of answers. Kalau semua sama tu, tu ada satu petanda tu. Petanda apa? Petanda jawapan tu semua masuk dalam photostat machine. Kan? Faham tak maksud photostat machine tu? Sebab soalan ni, berbagai jawapan boleh diterima. This is the trivial part. Okay? So, tapi kebiasaannya, student akan pilih nombor yang senang lah. In fact, saya nak tunjuk jawapan ni pun saya akan bagi let x ni buat apa nak susahkan hidup. So, saya akan cari set it as 1 first. Okay, let x equals to 1. No, bukan x1, x2 yang saya nak set equals to 1. Sebab kalau boleh juga nak set as x1 equals to 1, tapi macam nombor nanti tak cantik. Nanti you faham apa maksud saya. Okay, kita let x2 equals to 1. Bila you let X2 equals to 1, you akan dapat X1 minus 4 kan. Darab dengan X2 is 1 equals to 0. So with this case, our X1 is equals to 4. Betul? So, ni maksudnya kita punya matrix X is X1 is 4, X2 is 1. Nampak? X1 is 4 and X2 is 1. Okay, inilah kita punya jawapan of eigenvector. Maknanya you boleh je assign any number as long as it satisfy the condition here. Faham tak? Sebab kat sini equation 1 and equation 2 tu sebenarnya equation yang sama. It's just 3 times. So, kalau 3 ni both right hand side dengan left hand side kita bagi dengan 3, dia dapatlah equation yang kedua ni. Sama je. Alright. So, kalau macam tadi kan. Alah, tak ada space lah. Sekejap Okay, kalau macam tadi saya kata saya tadi asal-asal saya kata kita let X1 equals to 1. Boleh sebenarnya. Kalau kita let X1 equals to 1, maknanya kita akan dapat ni, kita masukkan dalam equation ni kan. Okay, we make it into this equation. So X1 sama dengan 1 minus 4, X2 equals to 0. So meaning to say your X2 akan sama dengan berapa? Sama dengan 1/4. Right. So maknanya your matrix X is equals to 1/4. Both answers are correct and accepted. Okay, kalau you nak ganti dengan nombor lain pun tak apa. Kalau X1 is equals to 2, maknanya for X2 akan jadi apa? Macam itulah, and so on and so forth. Clear everyone? You just let X equals to one value is equals to then you will find out another component of the vector X. Let X1 equals to something, then you will get X2, what is the corresponding value. But you have to make sure it satisfy both equation here, equation 1 and equation 2. Yang kita ada sekarang ni simple because both two equation ni sebenarnya merujuk kepada equation yang sama, which is X1 minus 4 X2. Okay, kita dah dapat jawapan. Sekarang ni kita boleh buktikan jawapan kita ni betul sebenarnya. Okay, you can prove using both. Nak guna yang ni sebagai jawapan pun betul, nak guna yang ni sebagai jawapan you as your eigenvector also correct. Okay, so how to prove that our answers are correct is what I'm going to show to you next. Okay, so remember now we are in the step to prove that our answer, saya pilih yang ni lah, 41 ni as our eigenvector. This is our final answer, tapi kita nak prove kan final answer kita ni correct. Okay, remember everyone, okay, we come with this equation. We start with this equation. Ax is equals to lambda x. So to show that your answer is correct, you have to prove that left hand side is equals to right hand side yang ni. Sebab kita ada value, semua value sekarang kan. So we have A is equals to 2, negative 12, 1, negative 5. Darab dengan kita punya X sekarang adalah 4 dan 1. And our lambda yang kita guna tadi adalah, Allah besarnya yang ni. Lambda kita guna tadi adalah negative 1 kan. Negative 1 sama dengan negative 1. And our matrix X is 4, 1. So have a look. Is your left hand side akan jadi sama tak dengan your right hand side? So 8 tolak dengan 12. Okay, and then 4 tolak dengan 5. Okay, so this will give us apa? 8 tolak 12, negative 4. 4 tolak 5, negative 1 will equals to negative 1. Darab dengan 4, negative 4. Negative 1 tolak dengan 1. Yes, it's correct. Left hand side is equals to right hand side. So meaning to say jawapan kita yang ni betul. Clear everyone? Tapi ni kita tak set lagi tau. Kita hanya dapatkan jawapan eigenvector is equals to 4 and 1 for lambda equals to negative 1. Ni baru satu. Then you need to find also what is the eigenvector when lambda is equals to negative 2. Okay, now for lambda equals to negative 2, I'm not going to solve for you, but please solve on your own. Just repeat all the steps that I've shown to you tadi. Cuma sekarang ni menggunakan lambda sama dengan negative 2 dan cari daripada situ, find out what is x1 and x2. Gunalah method yang saya dah cakap tadi. Jawapan boleh jadi pelbagai, so we'll verify your answers later dalam our next class, kan? Alright, so take this as your first question of your classwork submission there, where you need to submit this 11:59 p.m. tonight. Okay. Alright, so I stop here for the third part of the video. For the remaining examples, we are going to discuss in the next video.